Well, hello everybody. I'm back here again with Ahmed's Entertainment and my good friend and guest of honor in the show. And he has a show with All Sports with Gerardo. Please support him and please support me. And I need the support because I have to have like at least 1,000 subscribers, to view my stuff on mobile. So, Gerardo, good to have you on my show.
Yes, thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it.
Have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. It's
How,
been crazy this time period just because the holidays are coming up and it's that time of year again.
yeah, I heard that Thanksgiving you were spending time with your family, correct?
Yes, it was just my parents and I. We didn't have anybody over. Not even my grandparents came over. It was a little bit different compared to years past, but we got through that. I have to wait and see how Christmas and New Year's is, but I know that's going to be different as well.
Yeah, and since we are friends, we follow each other on social media. I've seen you going to a Broncos game.
Yep, I got to go to some Broncos games while they were letting people go in, and now you can't do that anymore. But when you're able to do that, that was fun for the short amount of time that it lasted.
Yeah. So tell me, still doing DJing?
Yes, I do that on a weekly basis, just like all sports with Gerardo.
You know me, I'm an entertainer, and I have to like ask these questions. You know what I mean, my friend?
Yeah,
Yeah, we know we have to stick in
I
this.
definitely got that.
Yeah, we have to stick in this little box that we are in right now. So, like, even though I'm celebrating a birthday party to a friend of mine, and she's saying I have like limited of people, and I said, you know what, let me just sign up on December 20th. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do here in the city, right?
No, I know.
Yes. So
Yep.
let's jump in into conclusion, Mr. Gerardo. Video games or anime? What have you been doing lately? No video games, no anime lately?
Just a bunch of schoolwork, unfortunately, but that's finally come to an end this week, and I can't wait for this time period of not having to do any of that for about the next month.
All right. So my show is about reaction, and you know that. So
Yeah.
I am gonna show you a clip. I have to send you on this thing, Miji. You know how it is. So let me go on YouTube and I want to see your reaction of what's gonna happen in the gaming. Give me 1 second. We have all these technical issues. I wish you were with me, Mr. Gerardo. I apologize.
Oh, I know. Sometimes the internet's just not at point, especially when you need it. That's happened to me when I've been taking classes too.
Mm, I'm with you. I'm the same way too. So here's a little clip I want you to watch and your reaction on this classical game that they put this character. So
All right, I'm gonna have to exit out of this to
I
get
know,
to it.
I
Okay.
know. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm taking you off the board.
Give it your best shot, soldier.
It'll be right between the eyes.
Fight!
I am showing him a clip from Mortal Kombat 11, which is they call it right now Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. And he is watching Sylvester Stallone in the video game. And I want to make sure that his reaction, maybe he says it's good, maybe it's bad. So, Gerardo is not really big into video games. So make sure to discover, because if I discover sports, he'll discover video games. That's what friends all about. And basically, guys, the PS5 has been released. I am gonna get it next year, hopefully, and um, we'll see how that goes. Uh, there are a lot of games that I'm really interested. And what particular games are like I'm interested in is like fighting games. That's what I talk about a lot, or basically based on an anime that I've watched. And cosplaying is like my thing. We'll see the new generation of consoles uh, come to these, this time of year or so. Well, oh, we gotta stick safe and all that. Gerardo, you're
All
back.
right, I'm back. Yep,
So, what do you think of Rambo on Mortal Kombat 11?
it's actually pretty good. I actually liked what I seen, and if I had the opportunity, I would play it. I know the times that I've hung out with my friends or we played on video game consoles, we mainly play like Call of Duty or GTA. But Mortal Kombat definitely looked interesting, and I would definitely be interested in playing that since most of the time I'm usually playing Call of Duty, and I'd like to be able to play something else.
So, would you play a Yakuza game that I showed you previously?
I would probably give it a try and see what it's about. It looked pretty interesting to me, and I'm always up to trying new things.
Nice. Um, well, there's a new Yakuza sequence came. It's called Like a Dragon, but the gameplay is kind of different from what you see before. It's right now you don't move the character when you do the game, the fighting style. The fighting style is more basically on an RPG. Do you know the term of an RPG or no?
No.
RPG means a role playing game. It's not an
Oh,
action,
okay.
it's not adventure. It's more basically of a game. Like, I'll give you an example: Final Fantasy. Have you heard of Final Fantasy? Have you ever seen a video of Final Fantasy before?
No.
Well, I'll show you one. So, so we'll just type in. Okay. Hmm. So here's a clip I found on YouTube again. Sorry, it's because of the technical issues. I don't have any of that sources, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to build a system that I have here. So we'll just wait a little bit. And, the internet is not really that good. I don't know why. So yeah, here's a clip. that I could show you. Uh, I wish we have like longer hours and all that. So yeah, Bing. I just send you a clip and your
Okay,
reaction.
I'm gonna watch it real quick.
Yeah, watch it real quick. See if of it and like yeah. I wish I could share it, but I don't have the sharing mode here in Zoom. Every single time here in Zoom, you have to just purchase, purchase, purchase. You know, we're students and we're broke.
Oh, I know. It's like many other things too. It works the same as well. You have to purchase to get a better version, or you have to upgrade.
Yeah, I wish I could share, but I don't. I don't have the sharing thing. Well, maybe there is something here. Okay. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gerardo is still watching a clip from Yakuza Like a Dragon. I wish we could do this much longer, but we only can do it in this software. I wish we could be back to normal as usual with more entertainment with Ahmed. So Gerardo, you got
Okay, fine.
what you saw?
Yeah, I liked what I saw. It looked pretty interesting. A lot of different things about it, and looked pretty cool. I would definitely be interested in trying it.
Nice. Okay. Well, these games are kind of tough because it's kind of long. You gotta level up the characters. You gotta make sure that they have the proper items, and you know how it is. But that kind of
Yeah.
gaming style, like, I'm not really interested in that. I would rather move the character and make my own smashing buttons, instead of like putting it on that style. But they made it on that style on purpose because they had a previous game on the PC, which is a licensed Sega, but it wasn't on the console. So they said, you know what, let's just pull it off with this character. And it's basically on a Dragon Quest kind of thing, gaming as well. So yeah. So I saw your reaction. You liked it and all that. Hopefully, you'll play the game, and hopefully, you'll see the new generation of console that's coming, PS5 or Xbox Series. Are you getting one of those, or you're gonna wait, or you're gonna say, you know what, I'm not really into getting a new console. What do you think?
I would really like a new console, but I think I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit of time to pass before I get it. But I heard that you're gonna get it sometime next year.
Yeah, I might get it the beginning of the year, and like I'm thinking about it. Let's see what my income is. It's money. We're students. We're broke. Um,
I know that's what it comes down to as well.
yeah, and that's why I was like, you know, talking for the unemployment, and I'm trying to like get a job and not stop my benefits, but we'll see. Things never, we'll see what happens.
And the PS5 is like one of the best gifts and hottest gifts that are flying off the shelves for this holiday season. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely,
That's all
absolutely.
I hear about today. PS5, PS5. Everyone wants a PS5.
I'm a Sony dude as well, and I'm getting a PS5 myself. I don't do Xbox, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a PlayStation. So, and I'm just seeing of one of the video games if they come out, because I don't know what are the games. I only know that there are games that are sequel to PlayStation 4, but is it worth buying it on PS5? That's the question. Because
Yeah.
maybe you'll see the same graphics. Like for example, if you play MLB, and when you play MLB, I don't know if it's like the same thing or not, but if an MLB comes probably like on 2023 or 2024, and you will see what's the difference between the PS4 version or the PS5 version. And all these technology that goes around ups and downs. When you see You need to get a good TV. You need this TV quality and all that. So like make sure that you see the graphics in the game. Like you don't play it normal HD or something, right?
Yeah. And I know it. Yep, and I agree with you. And I know at some point, if I happen to upgrade consoles, I probably will move to a PlayStation because I like some of the games that PlayStation has to offer that Xbox doesn't have. And especially when it comes to sports, I like the more options that PlayStation has.
So more like of on basketball games. I've seen the PlayStation is doing a great job, but I like to see the fantasy of basketball games. Uh, but try the basketball games, football games. Madden is. I heard good things about Madden, but it's very difficult to play it. Like I'm more of a FIFA guy, so soccer is like my game, or any fantasy of sports. I play it.
Yeah, I know my first choice would be Madden or 2K. Those are the ones I definitely play for sure. I mainly play Madden all the time. It's just one of my favorite games to play, and plus I like football. That's one of my favorite sports as well.
Right. Let's see how the Broncos go this year, but I think that they're not going to be headed to the Super Bowl this year. Do you think, or do you?
Oh,
You're
no, they. I don't even think they'll make the playoffs. They have a very slim chance, and games that they should have won, they lost. The season's almost coming to an end now that we're in December, and I wouldn't give them a chance to even make it into the playoffs.
well. What I'm trying to say, because it's a weird, uh, you know, year that we have with COVID and all that. Um, we'll just say that no fans. They have to have these guides, and you know what I mean. And Jared had COVID right now, if you heard,
Oh,
and
I did.
our and the mayor was, didn't, uh, follow the guidelines, and he went to see his family, and he made us stuck at home, and I'm like sick. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. He tells everyone to stay home and then he goes out of state for Thanksgiving. But I'll tell you something. Since Thanksgiving, he's been pretty quiet, especially on Twitter, because I know when he made his posts before he left out of state, people were really giving him a hard time in the comments to his posts. So I know he's been quiet lately, but I was surprised to see the governor get the virus and not the mayor. But I don't know, something could have happened to the mayor and he's just being quiet, but he has been really quiet lately.
Well, we're not into these government politics. We're just civilians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're we're entertainers. That's what we do. We do shows. And the thing is that we're just doing our jobs. Like we're busting our butt, just getting a degree, working in our field. We'll see what happens. Like, I mean, for me, I'm doing security, but I'm not working. My job has been stopped. I don't know what's going to happen. And, with this pandemic and all that. And then you, me, or anyone else just turn on the TV watching those YouTubers, and, they give us the news, the real news, basically. But what CNN or whatever big channel, they don't give us the relief that we need for the update, like the stimulus checks, update with the package, with the, with the policies. We have to go check it out ourselves. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
Yeah, and especially right now, the president-elect Joe Biden, Mr. Ice Cream. So, uh, what do you think uh, it's going to happen? Like right now, we heard Colorado just got the vaccine, and we know that people are right now starting to um, get and inject. I don't know if you see it or not, if you watch the news or not. Did you see it or you haven't yet?
Oh yeah, I watch the news every day, so I see everything that's happening. I watch the local news and the national news just to see what's going on here in Colorado, but also around the country.
It's kind of going to be weird because I don't know if you're going to be in campus or not, but what they say, if this happens, we're going to get injected for like at least 1 month for this vaccine. Will you take it or will you not take it?
I don't know. That's a pretty tough question. I'd really have to think about it. But all I know is everything's just going to take time going into 2021. I seen the vaccine's going to be distributed into different phases, and even looking at the phases, it wouldn't be until like the summertime that the general public would get the vaccine. Of course, first they're going to do the essential workers, the frontline workers first for these first few months. But as of right now, I've seen this vaccine's going to be distributed into three phases. There'll be phase one and phase two. That's mainly essential workers, frontline workers that need it the most. And then phase three is going to be the rest of the general public. And that's not even going to be until the summertime, is what they're projecting. So I don't know what's going to happen in 2021. We can just hope for the best. And I hope at some point this virus will come to an end, and hopefully it's by the summertime.
Speaking of the virus, speaking of the vaccine, so basketball is coming and baseball is coming as well. Do you think, since they need crowd at the stadium, do you think the players and the fans will have to take the vaccine to watch the event? Your opinion.
I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but I heard, especially with concerts, this coming from Ticketmaster, is that they wanted people to either take the vaccine or get COVID tested to be allowed to come into the venue to see the concert. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know what's going to happen in sports or in regards to concerts. They're kind of two different areas, but I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that take place. I don't know if it would happen right away. I know that basketball is getting ready to start their season later this month. Most teams already said they're not going to let fans in at the beginning of the season. That can change in the middle or towards the end of the season as we get into 2021. But I think at some point, the NBA, NHL, and some of these other leagues are going to try to follow what the NFL and college football tried to accomplish. And I think as long as they can follow those guidelines of not filling out the stadium, but letting a limited amount of fans in, wearing masks, social distancing, like we've seen, especially with NFL games with the teams that have let fans in, they might try to see if they can do something the same and accomplish something like that. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. I know the NFL is different from these other leagues, but I know if they happen to do something like the NFL, it's probably going to be pretty similar to some of the precautions that the NFL has taken. I know with the Broncos games I was able to go to, even though it wasn't the entire season, it was just a few games, it was a completely different atmosphere. Didn't even seem like I was at a Broncos game. To tell you the truth, it seemed like I was watching an NFL team in a different city, like one of the teams in the Midwest that cannot even fill out their stadium, regardless of COVID or not. It was just a completely different atmosphere because the Broncos games are always sold out, even with the Broncos playing the way they have the last few years. When they're good or bad, that stadium has always been sold out. It was different fan experience inside and outside the stadium. They've had tarps in the first few rows from the field. The fans are not allowed to get anywhere near the players. Autographs are impossible. Fan interactions with players is impossible. It was a completely different atmosphere. Even though there was 5,700 lucky people that got to go to the games, it was completely different. And it was just different not seeing that stadium full and sold out. And hopefully next year it goes back to the way it usually is. But it was a different atmosphere. And it just didn't seem like I was at a Broncos game the times that I got to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I know the feeling too. It's like my feeling is that when you watch a theater or a play, or hearing the symphony, it's not what it used to be when you watch it live. I get it. I know, because yeah, we can't say nothing with this pandemic. We only say that hopefully you're safe, your family's safe, uh, I'm safe, my family's safe, and yeah, so we just want this to get over with this pandemic. And I mean, I agree with this, but I disagree with some stuff. Like, the show must go on, it must not stop, and especially with sports. Do you agree?
Yes, and it was weird, especially between March and June, to not see anything. And even now that basketball's coming back, it's going to be different not going to the ball arena to go watch the Nuggets games. It was sad during the summer, even when baseball came back, because I would go to Coors Field all the time to see the Rockies. So I'm really hoping that in 2021, especially when baseball starts, that fans can go to baseball games. I want to go
Mhm.
see the Rockies. I was going to go see some stadiums last year. Hopefully, I can do that this summer. I really hope that the NFL will be functioning normal as well. I want to go to the Broncos games and experience that atmosphere just like any other year except for this year. And hopefully, once the next NBA season starts, not this one that's coming up, but the one that starts later on in 2021 towards the end of the year, hopefully by then it's okay for stadiums and arenas to get full and you can finally go back to going to the arena to go watch Nuggets games or concerts or whatever. I really hope sometime in 2021 can get back to going to sporting events, concerts, and not just be only like 20% capacity, but seeing a full venue. Because even though some stuff was able to happen, it was different from going and seeing that place sold out. And there was a lot of events that were also canceled this year, and hopefully they can be made up and actually done in 2021. This year's been completely different, and hopefully 2021 can get better.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I wish that 2021 um, will be accomplished, um, will be a good year. That at least we could see each other face to face, not doing this, what we're doing right now. Um, making progress. Getting to see the people, because like for my job, I miss the people actually where I'm at the Denver Performing Arts, and most of the coworkers that I know is that they just looking for another job. And because we don't know what's going to happen with the benefits that we're getting from the unemployment. I know you don't have that situation, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I
Like,
know there one
yeah,
day. My
yeah.
only situation is just having to finish school, and I know that's gonna be done sometime in 2021. I know my college days are gonna be coming to an end next year, and I'm looking forward to that. But I really want the degree, and that's just my main focus going into 2021. But just like you were saying about the performing arts, the one thing I miss is being able to go to games work different types of events at the stadium. Because, like, even now, with it being Christmas, I remember last year working all these holiday parties, and they're fun. They're really fun to work, and
Yeah.
it's been different not working those events, going to games. Definitely miss going to the stadiums to see games. And I remember this time last year when it was one of my family members' birthdays, we actually went to the performing arts to go see one of the shows that they bring for Christmas. So I know that's not going to happen this year. And I know almost every year we have gone down there to go see one of the holiday shows. And I
Yeah.
know it's going to happen this year.
It's the Nutcracker. So yeah, it's not going to happen this year. Yeah, because every year they do the Nutcracker, and it's like one of the famous holiday performance that people love to go and see. Bring their family with them. It's a whole month from November 29th, I think, from November 28th to December 29th. So they still continue on doing it, doing it, doing it. But, I know I feel the same thing you are too as well. But anyway, hey, let's just say happy holidays, Gerardo. I hope you have a good one. Yeah.
Happy holidays to you. Happy
I,
New Year. The only
yeah.
thing I'm going to celebrate on New Year's is a better 2021, the virus coming to an end. And the only thing I'm looking forward to for myself is graduating from college.
So for
If that
me,
all happens in 2021, it'll be a great.
the holidays, I'm just staying here. Nothing to do. And I wish I did something that I could do just to make money. But we have limits, and you know what I mean. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Gerardo Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. All Sports with Gerardo. Please follow him on Instagram, and I don't know if you have a Twitter or YouTube. So yeah, and this is me, Ahmed's Entertainment. Gerardo, if you could give me your support and need your help with the subscribers and all that, just let them know. I know I'm just a little, not much of a talker. My show is all about reactions. So, like, yeah.
I
So,
want to say thank you for having me on the show once again. Everybody, make sure to follow Ahmed on social media. Follow me on social media. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all those social media pages. Also, no matter what you're into, if you're a sports fan, tune into All Sports with Gerardo every week. If you like entertainment, tune into Entertainment with Ahmed.
thank you so much, Gerardo. And we'll see you next semester.
All right, I'll see you next year. Thank you for everything. Happy holidays.
You too. Bye.
Bye.